Hi, everyone. Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is July the 26th. It's Sunday, day 132, my stay safe at home day. 132 days. So hard to believe. And it's another weekend. Okay, so we're still going through a process of this kind of new plan. I had a bunch of people who said they really liked it, and there were a couple of people who said they liked the other one better. I'm giving you pretty much the same information, actually more information this way, so hopefully we'll be able to continue. I only have one piece of information about what's going on around the world. Face coverings will now be mandatory in enclosed public spaces in England immediately, including supermarkets, indoor shopping centers, transportation hubs, banks, and post offices. They must be worn when buying takeout food and drinks, although they can be removed in a seating area. Those who break the rules could face a fine up to £100. So if you're heading to England, be aware that everybody in England is going to be wearing face masks for a little while. In case you haven't seen this before, I daily report these numbers from Miami all the way up to Melbourne, across over to Orlando. Try to get them up pretty early. Hopefully I will be able to get them up earlier now that I'm doing this new system, but we'll see. I may go back to the old one, not quite sure yet. Please push the like button. I like those likes, and you guys are exceptionally obedient about pushing those like buttons. It's a good day. It's a Sunday. It's a nice day. It's nice and sunny here. It's nice and warm here in Florida. I always say every day, please do not be a covidiot. You covidiots are the people who do not wear your face masks. You don't social distance, and that's a bad thing. So please don't be a covidiot. That is not a political thing. That's a medical advice. Everybody is saying it. I mean, the majority of people say it. Big majority. 85, 90% of the people say that. Yeah, there's always 10% out there that say it's a bunch of hooey until they get sick. One guy went out and made this really big statement about the fact it was all a bunch of crap and he didn't want anything to do with it. He wasn't going to pay any attention to it. And on his dying bed, he said, "I think I was wrong." And that's a real story. I didn't make that up. Sounds like I could have, but I didn't. Shout outs today. Heather, Linda, Heather. Okay. Hey, thanks, Heather. Nice email. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate you watching as well. Linda, Liz, Mary Jane, Les Haber down in Miami, Tony in Miami, Vanessa in Miami, Kevin out in Houston, and Lisa Scarlatti. Lisa's up in Ormond Beach. Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate that. Lisa Crider, Lisa Brown Crider. Better get that right. Okay, quickly, I'm going to give you the weather forecast today. Mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms, as we say every day. High 88, so it isn't going to be quite as warm as it was yesterday. The winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain today is about 60%. And then tonight, the chance of rain will be about 40%. Once again, scattered thunderstorms during the evening, partly cloudy skies after midnight if you're out looking at the skies. Low around 75 degrees, winds light and variable. All right, so there you go. All right, let's jump into the numbers, and I'm going to see if I can't manipulate this correctly. By the way, I don't want you to think that this is just something that I'm rolling through pretty quickly, because once this is done, I still have to go in and edit it and make sure that I can kind of compress it down so that it's easy to see. And there's not a lot of time wasted switching from one thing to the other. Yeah, I've got to tell you, I have to work a little bit to get this thing done. So stand by. Here we go with the numbers. All righty, folks, here we go with the numbers for today, for Sunday, July the 26th, my day 132. Let's take a look at I'm going to give you the new positives for the entire state of Florida for the past 24 hours, and they are 9,344. You'll see these down here at the bottom. 9,344. The actual total cases are 423,855. And then if you take a look at the deaths, the new Florida deaths, 78 in the past 24 hours, and total number of deaths is 5,972. So that should give you a fairly good idea of where we stand. Now, this is the state of Florida. This says the date up here is not correct. That says of today. I don't know why it says 9/25, but we got to disregard that because that is correct. Now we're going to pop down here. All righty, here's a look at the new cases since March and this is a graph showing you exactly where they are, and this is through yesterday. This is a fairly current graph, and that'll kind of give you a very good visual view. I couldn't give you that before. It's a nice visual view of what's going on here. And we can go down here and we can take a look at the deaths, and these are accurate too. And this is through yesterday as well. And so there you go. There's a graph on those. It says it was updated 2 minutes ago, so it must be pretty accurate. All righty, folks, here we are in Indian River County. And these are the new positive cases in the past 24 hours. 33 new positives for Indian River County in the past 24 hours. 2 new deaths, a total of 2 new deaths. So the total positives for Indian River County, for somebody asked about this, 2,039 since March 1st. However, there were a total of 35 deaths, but only 2 new ones in the past 24 hours, but total altogether since we started 35 in Indian River County. And then the new cases, 33, but total cases were 1,974. That's according to the Department of Health. And then we're going to scroll down here a little bit further, and we're going to go down here and I'll give you a look at the graph. This is the cases graph. As you can see, it really started ramping up here for Indian River County in June. Look at this, just really took off. Well, in June was when we started opening things up, and it's just absolutely skyrocketed. We actually got up here to having 102 positives at one time. And our big deaths were, we had 3 one day. So that's pretty big for our county, for Indian River County. All right, here we are in Dade County. So I'm only going to give you, for the rest of these counties that we normally look at, I'm only going to give you the daily information totals, but I'm not going to give you the graphs on those every day because I want to kind of get through these so you can see them, but not eat up a lot of your time. So here we go with the new deaths as of the past 24 hours is 1,404, and the total new cases were 2,901. That's a significant smaller number than we have had in the past. 2,901 are the new positives, it's according to the Department of Health, and the new deaths that were reported were 1,404. That's Dade County. Alrighty, now here we are in Broward County. In Broward County, we had 1,163 new positives in the past 24 hours. That's in these yellow numbers down here. And then the red numbers up here are new deaths today in the past 24 hours were 25. So the total number of deaths for Broward County were 630, and the total number of positives are 49,350. That's Broward County. Okay, here is Palm Beach County. Total number of new positives in the past 24 hours, 618 in Palm Beach County. Total new deaths in Palm Beach County, 3. 3 is in red here, and the total new deaths is 618. Now, Florida Department of Health says 30,325, and Rebecca Jones says 32,722. So you get a look at what both sides have to say, so to speak. And there's probably some truth in all of them. Now we are in Martin County. Martin County is Stuart. They reported 1 new death in the past 24 hours. They reported 32 new positive cases in the past 24 hours. So again, they have a total number of 3,420 for cases since March the 1st. Rebecca Jones says 3,552. But for what happened in the past 24 hours, 1 new death in Martin County and 32 new positive cases. Now in St. Lucie County reported 1 new death and 85 new positive cases. That's in yellow down here, 85 new positive cases. Now, again, I'm going to report that Florida Department of Health says 4,401 total of positive cases that have happened in St. Lucie County, but Rebecca Jones says 4,540. So to give you an idea of the difference between the two of them. They're relatively close, but you can see that there is a difference there. Alrighty, here in Brevard County. Brevard County is Melbourne, the Melbourne area. They reported no new deaths in the past 24 hours and total new positive cases of 68. Once again, you can see Department of Health is 4966 number, and 5110 is the number for positive cases since March the 1st by Rebecca Jones. Now we're going to go up to Orange County. You can probably hear my dogs chiming in the background. They'd like to be a part of this. They could be, but they just can't quite. There's not just a lot of dogs that are interested in this information. Not as many as my dogs are. My dogs are very interested in everything I do, especially if there are treats involved. Okay, here we are in Orange County. This is Orlando. This is one we're paying a lot of attention to, mainly because of the opening of Disney, but they had no new deaths to report and 421 new cases. And again, 26,980 of their total cases since March the 21st. Rebecca says 28,198. And that's in Orange County. Alrighty, then in the global view, USA cases 4,197,184. 4,197,184. USA deaths 146,632. And then the global deaths have passed through 15 million to 16,100,905. And the global deaths 645,482. So I have one this little thing to say here at the end, not terribly important, but you might find it interesting. The Twitterberg actually has a name. You know, the little Twitterberg. In fact, I'll try to put that up here on the screen if I can. The name comes from Larry Bird, who is a famous basketball player, in case you didn't know. So the Twitterbird, by the way, his name is Larry. So you can use that at the dinner table tonight to say, do you happen to know what the name of the Twitterbird is? That would be this bird you see right up here. Well, the Twitterbird's name is Larry. That's important for you to know that. And I'm still trying to get the Pet Patrol back together, so send the pictures to roncrider@gmail.com. That would be a good thing. Hey, I got some other really great news. Hallmark's continuing to do Christmas. They're doing Christmas on one of the channels through the end of July. So you got a little bit more time to watch some more of that Christmas stuff. All right? And don't be a part of the problem and always be a part of the solution. Please do that for me. I would appreciate that. And always push the like button. Appreciate that so much. Have a very, very blessed Sunday. I hope you have a terrific day today. Weather's going to be really good here in Florida. I don't see any rain. They say it might be a little rain, but I don't see that rain coming. Look forward to seeing you back here on Monday.